there's a brand that now everybody's interested in, that is Nothing. Uh, After a slightly disappointing turn of events and things had with the Nothing Phone 2, when we all realized that the Nothing Phone 2's camera, it was still riddled with bugs and its camera wasn't that great. Everyone kind of let their expectations down a bit on Nothing, and like we had mentioned a few episodes back, that Nothing was gonna bring out a new set of products, the CMF Buds, and basically their CMF lineup, which stands for, I don't remember the name, color, material, and something. I don't remember the exact.
Color, material, and finish.
Huh.
It's not like exactly a brand name, but CMF is used in general when you want to talk about the
It's like a
design of
term that is
any product.
used
Yeah,
in
it's a
production,
term
but
used in
but
tech
that
industry.
that is like their sub brand, like Dizo, like those type of
Yeah,
things, like that CMF, like OnePlus has a nod like that, CMF by Nothing. And the whole
yeah,
idea of it is to give products with good color, material, and finish at a lower price range than Nothing, while still being integrated into a Nothing ecosystem. So they launched three products. The products being, one, the Buds Pro, the Watch Pro, and their power 65-watt gallium nitride charger. And one thing I find weird, which other people have also mentioned, is that they have called their two products Pro versions. So are there versions of their products which are worse than this or cheaper than this? That we have to think. Okay, so let's first start off with the least interesting out of the products, that is the power 65-watt gallium nitride charger. It comes in two colors, the orange color that CMF has adopted, which reminds me of the MI orange color that used to be very famous, or like the teenage engineering type color, and a black color. Dark green and orange is what they call it. And it's basically, for those of you who don't know what a gallium nitride charger is, it has some gallium nitride technology, and basically the whole point of it is smaller footprint for the charger, faster charging while the charger is small. And also gallium nitride chargers are like, they don't heat up much, and also if you, it also prevents your device from also heating up, so kind of keeping the battery better in the long run, because the phone heats up lesser, and heat is one of the biggest causes of battery deterioration. So it's a 3-in-1 compact design charger. 65 watts is the max this thing, and it has two USB Type C's and one USB Type A. Now I don't know the exact dividability, but from what I remember, some people were testing and some devices don't work. For example, TechBurner's MacBook was not charging with the 65-watt charger for some reason. So that if you're just using it with your phone and normal Windows laptops, I'm sure it will work fine. But there could be some. I would suggest going with brands like Ugreen or Anchor or some other brand that is known for making chargers than going for a brand like Nothing that doesn't really. Especially one issue with Nothing is they launch products, and then after launching the products, even though they give software support, sometimes they don't really address the bugs or the issues within the product. As a Nothing year one user, there are so many bugs that they have still not resolved, which is extremely disappointing, because the whole point of Nothing being a smaller brand is they could resolve issues like this, which bigger brands don't care to or bother to fix. For example, just a few days back, my Nothing year ones, there's a glass thing here and I can feel it slowly coming off. But some user who uses the Nothing Phone 1 had complained about the back glass coming off in his Nothing Phone 1, and that was causing him issues. And when he reported it on Twitter, uh, the Nothing account replied to his tweet and said, "We are sorry that you're facing this issue." And they didn't say anything else after that. They just said sorry, and they didn't give any fix. "Oh, we are here to help you. This is what you can do." They just said sorry and left it, which is extremely disappointing to see for such a big brand, actually. If it was some random, like, a brand from China which does not mainly have any operations in India, it we can say okay, yeah. But this is a Nothing has its eyes set on India. For example, CMF products have mainly been launched in India. I think only in India for now. So when they have such a big customer base in India, don't I think it's really important that they focus on the issues of their customers. Okay, so That mini rant is over. Let's move on to the next product that CMF had launched. That is their Buds Pro. So the design of the Buds Pro reminds me of those Motorola earbuds that used to exist. I don't know if they still exist, but they used to come in this Motorola or LG. I don't know. They used to come in this small, tiny puck-like shape case, which was a circular case. Looks like a makeup, again, like the makeup box that is there for the foundation or whatever you call it. And we have seen Nothing take inspiration from makeup products also before, where the Nothing Ear Stick, if you guys still remember that, many people commented that it looks like a lipstick holder or container or whatever. So this one also looks like that foundation thing with the mirror. The earbuds also come in three colors: one white, one black, and one CMF orange. The design is very similar, like inside is very similar to the AirPods Pro, with the positioning of the like the microphones and stuff, but outside it's a bit more flat, like the Nothing Ear one. So it's like a mix of, it looks like the offerings you would get at this price range. It starts at 3499. The specs is it has 45 decibels hybrid active noise cancellation, which is nice to see at this price range. It has a 5000 hertz wideband noise cancellation, 39 hours playback, 10 minutes charge is equal to 5 hours listening, which is just standard numbers. It has 6 microphones. It has some ultra bass technology. It has, so this the nothing I mean, the CMF Buds Pro has option to control the EQ, but the whole fact that the Nothing Ear One can't have full support over the EQ is kind of weird, in my opinion, especially when it was priced more. This supports Bluetooth 5.3, which is the latest version of Bluetooth, so that's good. It also has IP54 dust and water resistance, which I don't think so the Nothing Ear One also had. It has low lag, and the good part is it's still in the Nothing app, so you won't have to install another app if you're using the Nothing Ear 2 or the Nothing Ear Stick. You can still have it integrated in one app, so that's a really good thing. I liked it. Like that they did not bifurcate it into another app with a worse experience, so that is good. It has wind noise reduction and stuff, which I'm a huge fan of features like this. Overall, I would say the design is pretty generic. It looks like the design used in those noise earbuds, at least the for the specific bud, but noise cancellation being there, it being integrated into Nothing app, which was pleasant to use, and also it having wind reduction and stuff, I would say it's a decent deal for the price. Don't expect it to be the best deal because they're not the biggest brand yet, but sometimes the biggest brands are the ones that are ripping you off. And the next product, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the Buds Pro. The next product is there are options that sound better. So if sound is your only criteria, look for other devices. Especially Ershad from Track and Tech English was talking about how there are better options just sound wise, but he did like the colors and stuff. Okay, so the next one is the Watch Pro. The Watch Pro looks a lot like the Apple Watch Ultra infused with the iPhone 14 Pro, with like the stainless steel type look on the sides and the square and flat finishes, but you don't have that much design options when it comes to building a watch. One thing I can say, the bezels are huge, but the pricing is not all that bad. It's 4499, and this is kind of like a no nonsense watch in my opinion. It's a watch for the people that want a watch, like not a smart watch but like a smart band in a watch form factor, which is smooth. One problem with many watches around this price range is they'll offer a lot of features but they're not smooth to use. Over here, from what I have heard, it's very smooth to use despite having limited features. So it's like a no nonsense smart band or a smart watch. It's not a full smartwatch like the Apple Watch or the Galaxy Watch. So it sports a 1.96 AMOLED display, so that's good. It also has an always on display, so for the people like you who like, if you like always on display, then this is a good option. It has Bluetooth calls with AI noise reduction. It has a GPS, which is a bit slow from what I have heard. It has a 340 milliamp hour battery, and they claim 13 days of usage, but I highly doubt it. It has heart rate, sleep, stress, SpO2 monitors, so that is all good. It has 110 sports modes. It has custom designs for the dials, which actually look pretty good in my opinion. That's one thing I hate with these budget watches, especially Firebolt and all those other brands, their watch bands or watch faces just don't look good, and the minimalist ones on the Nothing, I mean the CMF Watch Pro, looks really really good in my opinion, especially for the price. I would say it kind of rivals the Apple Watch and the Galaxy Watch, but obviously they have more features. This has water resistance too, IP68, and it's an aluminum alloy frame. It has a 600 plus nits brightness display, which is also very good. My only main problem with it is kind of the design. The straps look really thin when compared to the big display size. I think it's a bit off putting, and the bezels are also very huge. But if you're like one of those people like that like minimalist tech, this reminds me of the Pebble watches, but in color. This thing. So if you guys remember the Pebble watch, this is like that. And I would say if you can get it on a sale or something, it seems like a really good watch to go for. And there's really nothing much to talk about. It looks like nothing is trying to foray into the budget market because, as OnePlus also knows, it's getting a lot of sales from their Nord lineup. Just like that, nothing is also trying to make a slight profit off their by making budget products and maybe get some funding in just through that.